travel in darkness, we maybe could conceal ourselves, so we don't get spotted like easily. But if we also travel in darkness, then something can conceal itself from us, except with a super hunter with us. What do you think?
Light up with
Yeah, I don't think like bringing light into darkness is a good thing because you will get spotted.
Yeah.
Like you have lived in a town for too long now.
It depends. Can I shoot the light? It would be like I shoot the light, lure enemies there and kill them.
Yeah, but I think we will start with not being seen. I think that's a good idea. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think that's better because
move
we don't.
to-
wanna,
So you guys
like,
will try to sneak up on the cave or whatever first,
yeah,
okay?
because we don't know what's going to be in the cave. There might be lots of enemies, and we might get like ambushed. So it's better to try and.
Yeah, I
keep
think the
a low-
moment of surprise is good.
Mm.
But
And
do
also a
we-
sudden light is often very effective.
Yeah.
That's true. Actually.
Like aha!
Yeah.
Now, so heading to into these mountains and hills, the ground has become much more broken, and there's no trails anymore. In fact, you would be in a lot of trouble if somebody was not dead on, completely focused on this. 3 willpower points. Okay, that bought you something.
Yeah.
So you have definitely made it to this place where, as you come over around the side of a hill, you can instantly see why this place is called the Deadeye Cave, because the rock formation is not a perfect sculpture, but from this angle, it really looks like a big eyeball, like with a eye socket as well. So
The
it's,
irony.
yeah, it's quite well.
What if I have star metal with it?
Well,
What
With
if?
wind.
What if?
you become exhausted, and eventually angry. That would be the obvious outcome.
Exhausted old man.
Uh-huh.
Hungry also.
That's what happens. Yeah. That's what happens when you. There is the opening of the cave, looking extremely, extremely uninviting.
What does the scent tell me now? Like, is this
It
strong scent?
leads here,
Yeah.
and also there is another scent.
Okay.
There is a scent feeding out of that cave that's not in a billowing cloud, and it is not quite the same as the smell at the farm. Maybe a little bit of that, but it's kind of a musty. Roll your beast lore.
Beast lore.
Your beasts.
What's my beast lore?
It should say something
Bestology.
like
Yeah.
bestology.
Yeah.
One.
A critical success,
crap.
even.
Check it. Put a check.
Oh yeah. Sure.
These checks are for development. Later on, we will roll against those to see if it goes up.
Right.
So that you get it if you fail spectacularly or succeed spectacularly. You learn either way.
Oh.
Right. Now, that means this place is full of snakes. And not only that, really nasty, venomous snakes. This
I
place,
noticed that.
and that's the thing. I mean, snakes don't live in huge colonies, except here they do.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, there's. You were like that. I know.
I'm not skipping.
That's
I'm not setting my foot in.
that is
here.
a really bad place to go walking around.
Yeah. So.
And also the smell of a dead human body.
Yeah, I just informed them what I picked
Wait.
up.
And that
Like
smell
poison
is
snake,
not
dead bodies.
Yeah, and it is not like a faint smell from somewhere in there. That guy is right there.
In front of us.
Yeah. You would not really have seen him in the blackness, in the darkness, unless you
Okay.
walked up to him,
Yeah.
but you have smelled him first.
So, guys, it's a corpse here.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Is it?
Good?
Oh, no, it's not. It's
No.
not. Do you want to go up and take a peek?
Yeah.
Okay. So you are going to encounter a person who is sort of ordinarily dressed for travel, but it looks as though he's not wearing anything except but the most basic clothes. So like protective clothes or any kind of personal jacket or anything like that. No armor, that all, and no weapons. It looks like, in fact, it's pretty clear somebody took off all the. Someone got there before you. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I be a cannibal? Could that work?
You might die, you know.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But
Maybe
could it
you
work?
At the moment, we rolled for the quirks for your character. Yours was gluttonous. However, it did not say criminally gluttonous. So, no. Did you roll for a quirk for your character, for a weakness?
Intolerant.
Intolerant. Interesting. Okay.
What's
We have to think about what that means. How are you going to? Intolerant of what? Right?
Ah, okay, so
Yeah.
Didn't it specifically say against goblins and nightkin and orcs?
I don't know. Is that what it said?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you hate those guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay. Good enough. Yeah.
So
Yeah. You are all very opinionated, I have to admit. Now, I am using this prepared adventure, except that I think that their rationale and their characterization is all bogus, so I rewrote everything
Okay.
in my head about who and why and stuff. So, this fellow, you are checking this guy out, right?
Mhm.
Carefully. Well, something has torn out his eyes. And not only that, but he has, the cause of his death is very clear. Something has bitten through half of his neck, and the eyes are gone. And also he has a strange tattoo or mark, either scarified or tattoo. It's kind of hard to tell actually, on his forearm. It looks like this.
Okay, yeah.
Oh. What's going on there?
So let's,
can try that. Maybe.
yeah, the myths and legends. If
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
is
I'll
interested.
try that.
Yeah, yeah.
You're myths and legends.
6.
Pass.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And so this time, you may be a little bit alarmed because this is the mark of Asrael Koth. Asrael Koth is the long ago. He was the prophet who brought the demon empire into existence under the terrifying demon who basically. So this guy was became the religious founder and leader of that empire. And he was immortal, apparently, and so he kept ruling that empire for a very long time. The people who collapsed that empire, who destroyed it, used the power of dragons to do it. And then they became fanatics, especially the guy's son. And then the dragon empire was almost as bad for a really long time. So, but this... And this guy is so legendary that he doesn't even there isn't a religion. I mean, that died with the empire.
Okay.
And so the idea that it's a religion is that's, who would do that? So that's kind of weird.
Yeah. Weird.
And and you of course remember that Hildy talked about these weird guys who talked with those strange terms and things like that.
So why do you think that he got a tattoo from? Something that's so old it's just a legend?
They're back.
You think? Yeah.
He was mortal.
It's just one guy,
He said he might just be mortal, you know.
or it might be just insane.
Yeah.
Or they could be a metal band.
Or mental bad.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
we
but-
see really upside down and it's a Illuminati sign. I don't know.
Okay, so that's the key, or the key point from recognizing the mark. Okay, so night has fallen. It's very dark. It's a place of immense, obvious threats and problems of one sort or another. And so it's a good question now about how you want to proceed. I've got my little map here. You are about there.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And for clarity, to the cave mouth itself is actually at the outermost part, it is about as broad a part as about 15 meters, which is pretty broad, but it narrows fast. The rock walls narrow fast as you go in. And so the point where you are is only about 4 meters across where the guy is lying there.
Okay.
But you can tell it expands into an irregular cave at that point. And you are totally underground if you go past this body. So you are right at that point, peering into the darkness and seeing nothing. And so you, of course, are smelled as a lot of things.
Yeah.
And now it is time for us to decide where and what you are going to do.
I mean, we know about the snakes-ish. I can recognize the scent of like the poisonous snakes and this big beast and dead people, and I am just a craftsman, to be honest. So, what do you do in this situation, dwarf?
Oh, we just run forward and fight.
How
Make a spot hidden check.
Sorry?
Spot hidden. No, sorry. I didn't. I say that again. I want you to roll your spot hidden skill. Sorry, I should not have used the word check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pass.
So you can also tell that something very large has been dragged from this spot directly forward.
Could it be the cow?
How large are we talking?
Body sized or something similar.
So not
Yeah.
the cow.
Could be the cow.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Can anyone see in the dark?
You should be able to because.
No, does the elf may have some night vision?
I think you Let's mean find cats. I'm more like a dog person.
I'm sure if I have this or not. What is it called?
Yeah.
Just don't say it.
It's not this.
No, this
It's in it. It's
this
not. In
probably would be an ability, wouldn't it?
No, I don't think I have this. I only have it in a piece.
So, I think you guys are going to have some sort of light source too.
Yeah.
I could try sneaking in first in the darkness.
That's true.
See if
Although,
I can see.
and also the rules for darkness are pretty clear, actually. So you cannot dash, which is to take a two times your movement. You cannot hit enemies with ranged attacks in the dark. And in order to hit them in hand-to-hand combat, you have to succeed in an awareness check as well.
I mean, I can just light up if
Right.
you want.
A torch or lantern lights up 10 or 5 squares in all directions,
Okay.
10 meters.
What does my ability do?
What's that?
What does my light ability do?
Look in your...
Yeah.
Torches are a pain. Torches and lanterns are hard to carry and annoying in combat and things.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of nice if you have somebody who can magically,
As a light.
illuminate things.
But I have a torch too.
Ska på 10 meters radius.
Better.
Omni light.
Okay.
So that's
Still.
better.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Should I do it?
Valfri from focus from item. You can like enlight an item.
Right, so
Although
you
it
hold
shows it.
something specific and make
Maybe
it
you
glow.
wand is a good
Yeah,
thing.
the wand is the
Like,
obvious. Yeah.
So can I take a piece of chicken and hold it up and like?
You have no piece of chicken.
But I have food. What food is it?
These are the kind of pressed biscuits that are just right to keep a traveler fed during camping, and they are fine that first day when you are tired and you eat one and you drink some water and say, this is the best meal I ever had. And then after 2 days and 3 days and 4 days, you are ready to just die. You would rather starve to death.
And you will shit bricks.
You know, it's Wasserbrot. Yeah.
So
It's so good when you have it when you needed it that first day, and then at the end of that you're like, I'm killing a bear with my hands now.
okay. I'm gonna use my one, I guess.
Okay. So classic wizard moment, right?
Kind of.
Yeah. Exactly. And so it's a lot, 10 squares, right?
Yeah.
That's 20 meters. So
10 meters. 5 squares.
sorry. Oh, 5 squares?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
10 meters is 5 squares.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 5 squares.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from the opening where the body is, you can see that this particular cave gets narrower and narrower, not to a tiny crack, but it gradually becomes narrower as it goes forward, and the light does not reach to its end. But you can see that to your left, not to about 6 meters in from the body, to your left is an opening. So another passage goes off that way.
Where do the tracks go?
The dragging,
Yeah, the dragging.
that straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, can you maybe shoot some fire arrow?
To do what?
Just shoot it or straight into the darkness. See
Well-
where it lands.
Well, you could, or you could just walk forward and
Yeah.
Light it
but-
up more.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Send in the
Should
mage
I run or
first.
should I just walk?
Like,
That's the
go
question.
for it.
he doesn't have to be first.
Should I run or should I walk? That's the question.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
I think
Entirely.
Probably
up to you.
take it careful.
yeah, I think walk. I don't think run, but
Leg it.
Okay. Okay, so you guys actually have been here for a little while. Boy, is it peaceful in here.
Can hear music.
I am the worst encounter roller in Game Master history, apparently.
Oh.
Oh, God, we could have fought a giant. We could have, all sorts of things could have happened on the way.
Yeah, press on.
I'm just walking in.
Okay. Why are you rolling?
To walk in, do I not need to roll?
You do not need to roll. This is a perfectly ordinary action.
Okay.
And so you are going to continue straight, or are you going to investigate this passage to the left?
That's straight, I guess.
Okay,
I will try to spot snakes and stuff.
that's a really good
You go-
idea.
Yeah.
Can you go in front of me?
I actively look for
Du går
slithering
före mig.
things. Nej, I don't go first. You go first.
No,
I'm
no.
looking.
You
And
have
listening.
I have the
and
light.
Awareness. What?
I have all the light.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I,
Yeah. And you are using it.
yeah. And I want to stay alive.
Yes.
So yeah. You go first.
I'll probably die by a mosquito.
I have no memory of this place.
I can go first because I'm small, so the light goes over my
That's
head.
very true.
yeah.
That's very true.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we send you dwarfing.
Okay, so dwarf, mage, and then the three of you. You are up there actually with him, I think. There's room to walk side by side. It does not narrow that much.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can be
And yeah, it is still, it comes to, as you go forward, and if you go past that passage to the left, as you go past that, the light shines down there because the light really, goes 5 squares. So you can see, and I suspect your character is really
Yeah.
checking out the details.
I don't want to be ambushed.
Yeah, that there's some real potential for that because the light goes there and you can see there is a drop off. Not you can't tell how severe, but you can tell that the level shifts not that far in that passage. And in fact, why don't you? Could you? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is a roll with a bane. This would be very hard. Roll the awareness and roll 2 d20s and take the worst number.
Awareness. What was that one again?
You're pretty good
Danger?
at it. Yeah. That's all?
Yeah.
I'm not very good at
No? Okay.
Awareness. What var det?
Upptäcka fara.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ah.
And no.
No.
Oh, no. In fact, you take the worst. Okay, check. Put a check.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because we take the worst result.
Yeah.
And I would also say that I know what just happened.
I think something good happened.
No, yeah.
Something
No,
so
I think I know the consequence of this roll. So you'll find out more about that soon. Okay.